10 Outdated Money Rules. Welcome to our channel, the Enchanted Luxury Studio, where we talk about wealth and luxury. Our finances may forever be bound by expenses, but some rules of the money game change over time. Some rules that made sense before but are now impractical and outdated when it comes to managing our finances. Our current economy and the state of our society as a whole change some financial rules. As a result, it is necessary to revisit the things you used to know about money and how it works to avoid making mistakes that can be brought about by following outdated pieces of advice. If you want to keep winning the financial game, stay until the end and learn about the 10 outdated money rules. Number 1, high-paying job is the key to getting rich. Decades ago, it was a common belief that a high-paying job is all you need to live a comfortable and financially independent life. So people were adamant to study in highly coveted universities to gain good qualifications and credentials that will help them score a position in respected companies. Some traditional people let themselves be stuck on one job because of their belief that job stability will make them rich someday. Nowadays, a high-paying job is not enough to make ends meet. If you aim to retire comfortably someday, it's not enough to rely on your day job salary alone. If your ultimate goal is to be rich, you better have other means of gaining wealth. Number 2, formal education is strictly necessary to make money. One advantage of the changing world is the fact that opportunities are not exclusive to highly educated individuals anymore. We now value skills and innovation more than a diploma. There are many self-made millionaires nowadays that do not have a formal education. They prove that college degrees are not the only gateway to success. Also, the availability of the internet and other means gives access to knowledge and skills to a wider audience. Unlike before, you don't need to sit in a four-walled classroom anymore just to learn. If you are naturally curious and innovative, more things are possible. Your critical thinking may lead you to success even without your diploma. Also, there are more entrepreneurial opportunities today than before. Number 3, hobbies are not ideal sources of income. The older generation was said to believe that your source of income should not be fun. They said that it was called a job for a reason. You aren't supposed to enjoy it. However, more and more people are proving that you can also earn money by doing what you love. Your hobbies may also be a key to your success. The current time is more friendly to exploration and innovation. There are more available platforms to showcase your abilities. If you are inclined to perform, there are social media platforms that can pay you decent amounts by simply doing your hobby like singing and dancing. There are more and more people who make this means full-time income sources. It is still ideal to keep them only as side hustles to earn extra income. However, if you can find a smart way to develop these hobbies to cater to a wide audience and patrons, you may be able to earn enough profit to let go of your other sources of income that you don't enjoy doing. Number 4, huge amount of capital is necessary to make money. Even today, many still believe that you need money to make money. If you look closely, they only believe this because they often want the shortcut. They always desire to achieve big things all at once and that they need a huge capital to start their business. Most startups acquire huge loans to launch without considering that they are more at risk of a huge loss if it fails. On the contrary, they can start leveraging services first and then slowly form enough capital to expand their business. This way may be slower, but it is more stable and less risky. It's like founding your business from the ground up instead of aiming big abruptly. By starting small, you won't need too much capital to make your move. If you change the way you think and look at a different perspective, you'll find more hope and motivation to start your dream business. Number 5, financial stability is dependent on your stable 9 to 5 job. Let's face it, your loyalty to your 9 to 5 job will not make you rich anytime soon. A stable job doesn't always equate to financial stability, especially in today's economy. Incomes from employment may be sufficient enough to thrive decades ago, but not at present. The position that your diploma gave you is not enough to support your needs anymore. Student debt alone is crippling enough. How much more if rent, health insurance, and daily food are added to the equation? Today, it's not smart to only rely on your 9 to 5 job. You also need a side hustle to make ends meet. It would be better if you can establish a business model that can provide you with a bigger profit or an investment decision that can guarantee your future. Go ahead and get your favorite beverage and popcorn. Subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications. Number 6, cash is the most ideal mode of payment. Many people follow the rule of cash-based transactions because it's easier to control your expenses if you can see the money trail as opposed to other modes of payment. If you are on a tight budget, it is ideal to avoid overspending and unchecked debts. However, if you know how to take advantage of the credit card benefits, you may be able to maximize their uses. Also, bank-supervised transactions like credit cards are less risky to fraud and theft. You can also benefit from cashback bonuses if you use these kinds of means instead of physical cash. Number 7, prioritize debt over investments. We all aspire to die debt-free. That's why we tend to always prioritize paying our debts instead of investing our extra money. At first glance, this logic makes sense. However, in hindsight, prioritizing our debts over investments was a bad decision that makes us stuck to being poor. We can't pay all our debts by simply working hard and relying on our salaries. We need other means to increase our wealth. Investments are a beneficial strategy that may help us not only pay our debts, but also increase our profit and secure our future. It's easier to pay your debts after you have more sources of income. Number 8, 3-month emergency fund is enough. The recent pandemic taught us the hard way that 3-month emergency funds are not enough to survive an abrupt economic crisis. We need to prepare a bigger amount of safety net to get us through hard and unexpected situations. We can't always predict the future, so all we can do is expect an upcoming crisis. There should be at least 6 months' worth of salary available for emergency funds whenever you'll need it. It is ideal to have a substantial amount of extra money that you can rely on during hard times. Number 9, force yourself to do as many tasks as you can to save money. Gone are the days when people were encouraged to do every chore on their own. Before, people were forced to learn practical skills to save money from paying labor. Nowadays, things are more complicated and it would be less time and cost efficient if you force yourself to do things outside your expertise instead of paying professionals. Also, our time is more expensive today. So instead of wasting time on studying and doing the chore you're not familiar with, just stick to your expertise and make as much as money as you can, and then pay others for their expertise in return. Number 10, avoid renting if you can buy it. The allure of long-term ownership might derail us from thinking about the maintenance costs of owning properties. People often advise buying things instead of renting if you can afford them. However, we need to be smart in every financial decision we make, especially about ownership of highly valued things and properties. If you're only going to use it for a short time, it's wiser to rent. If you won't be able to afford long-term maintenance, it's better to rent. Ownership is not always a wise decision. Thank you for spending some time with us today. We hope that this video helps you succeed on your path to a life of luxury. Let us know your thoughts in the comments. If you like this video, don't forget to leave a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. Thanks for watching!